All right, I'm back with the second upload. Today I just wanted to talk about job interviews. This is something that honestly hits close to home. I've been to over 8 job interviews, and when I say like job interviews, I'm not talking about like for any type of like minimum wage jobs when you're like 14 and you're trying to get your first job. I'm talking like when you're in university and you're trying to get like a career, you want to start. So yeah, I kind of applied like at the government. I tried to get like a financial analyst job. That didn't go well. I applied at like different banks. But like in the end, as long as you continue trying, you'll always, you'll achieve what you wanted in mind. So for the past month right now, I've been working in a bank. It's good money. It's fun. It's something that has to do with my program, which is actually pretty cool. So for today, I just want to kind of give like tips and tricks to not like succeed. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm not gonna say if you absolutely do this, you like. I'm not gonna clickbait this. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna like tell you in my experience what happened when I got like into job interviews and how it went. So right off the bat, the best first impression is obviously you want to dress, for the type of job that you're going to. So if it's like anything corporate, white collar jobs, obviously you want to dress like nice. Secondly, the most important thing, I swear to God, I kid you not, is the handshake. First off, you want to look at the person, say hi, put your hand out, handshake. Now, this is where a lot of people kind of fail for the handshake. I used to be terrible at handshakes. So you always, during the whole confrontation, it's not a confrontation, but during the whole exchange, what you want to do is you want to look at them in the eyes and then put your hand out, shake. Also, the number of times I've shaken like other people's hands where it was just like kind of shaking, I don't know, it was like shaking jello. You want a nice, firm handshake while you look at your employer in the eyes. That shows that you're confident. That shows that you're ready. It sounds super. It does sound very superficial, but I'm not kidding. It can go a very long way. Now, one thing you do have to do is usually when I speak, like right now, I like to think that I speak pretty fast. So during your interview, you want to have what I call your interview voice, where you kind of speak an increment lower than your actual talking speed. So as of right now, I feel like I'm talking really fast. But when you are speaking to an employer or someone who wants to hire you, you do want to speak at a normal type of pace so that they know that, it's more polite. They know that you can gather your thoughts more as well when you're talking. Also, you really need to try to stop. This is something I still need to work on, but I just did it. You want to eliminate the most exactly, just things like that. I still do it, and I probably will until I die, but it's definitely something you need to keep an eye on. Now, when you do think about it, you need to think about like the types of questions that they're going to ask you. There's always going to be behavioral questions. That's for damn sure. So they're always going to say, name or give me a situation where you did this or blah blah blah. So in all my job interviews, they always ask the same question. They always say, give me a situation where you failed, but then you kind of learned from your experience. So I always give, anyways, so you kind of have to, I'm not going to give you like what, it's tailored to like a specific person, right? So you kind of need to think about that. And another one, so they always ask like 2 behavioral questions, and they ask you 2 normal questions. And then depending on how long the interview is, there might be up to like more questions, but there's always going to be those 4 questions. So the 2 behavioral questions is always name me a time where you failed at something and you learned, and how you conquered your failure. And then the second one is name a time where you had to use your own judgment at a job, or usually it's at a past job you had to use your judgment, and how it went. And then also your two other questions, it's always going to be something like, why did you apply to this job? Like, why did you apply to this job? And also another question would be, why would you be a good fit in our company? So this is very important. This is another tip that I need to give you guys is before you go into a job interview, like the day before or even before then, I would highly recommend you searching up the job application. So either if you applied on Indeed, if you applied on Glassdoor, any other job search, any of those websites, there's always kind of like a job description. I'd go like a step further than that, and I would recommend you going on the company's site, learn a little bit more, just so that you're very knowledgeable. You know, when they ask you why would you be a good fit, you're not just gonna say, well, I see myself. No. You're gonna use kind of facts, things that they've stated on their company website, so that you just sound a little bit more intelligent than, because there's always going to be other people that want the same job that you want, so you just want to kind of like get on top. Also, one last tip I can give you guys is just, this is very difficult because my first 3 interviews, I kind of like blew them because I didn't do any of what I'm talking about right now. I spoke extremely fast, my handshake was terrible, I didn't know how to answer the behavioral questions and the normal questions. And also, one thing I did is I would kind of put the employer or the people trying to employ me on a pedestal. I always think like, oh, they're so much higher than me. They're kind of like judging me and all that. Which, yes, but honestly, the best tip I can give you is try to be super calm. Don't view the person interviewing you as someone higher in a position looking down on you. You should look at it as if they're equals. Like, they're the same people, they're on the same level as you, just you're having a friendly conversation, and you just want to try to be as polite as possible and as professional as possible. Anyways, those are my tips and tricks, just from my past experiences. Also, for the whole month of August, I am going to be live on Twitch, starting at 7 or 8 Eastern Standard Time. If you guys don't have anything to do or anything like that at that time, it'd be awesome for you guys to join in. We're trying to get a nice little community here, and thank you for listening. And I'll see you guys next week.
And this is Sunken Place. Y'all just simmer down and do your thing and go away. No apologies, I say what I say. You with me, then you with me. If you're not, then well, it's bye. Y'all just wanna lie.